So, let's go ahead and talk about the Tell Your Tale episode. Of course, this being Sparkle School. Or how,
Show your sparkle.
or better yet, how Izzy got her groove back. That's not Izzy. That's Misty. I keep getting names mixed up. How Misty got her groove back. So, let's see. Where to start? Alright. Well, it starts off simple enough. You see, we have a race going on. It's actually the annual Equestria Derby 5000, where the winner will actually receive an entire college credit, and all expenses paid, in order to be able to further educate themselves and grow into the unicorn, Earth Pony, or Pegasi they want it to be. It's truly the race to win all races, and it's the one that requires the utmost skill, determination, and speed. And then you have Sparky that entered into it. And then immediately started to cheat.
Yes, dragon magic. Of course he's got to cheat.
Actually, he really does cheat. He even burns down the freaking finish line. So Sparky has destroyed an entire somebody's future of education. Thank you, Sparky. You are truly Satan, as we all agree.
I don't call him Satan, I call him a kid.
Unfortunately, the only way that Sparky can stay out of jail is if Hitch does something even worse to take the attention off of him. So unfortunately, Hitch decided it was time to take care of the pipsqueaks. I can't say if they'll be missed. I barely even knew who they were outside of caricatures. Sorry, I'm surprised how dark I'm taking this.
You take it way too dark, man.
Unfortunately, it looks like the blood of the innocent on his hooves was a little too much for him, so he ended up also destroying his dietary restrictions by eating an entire confectionery cake. And of course, he has to do the one thing that is the biggest cardinal sin in a world of mobile devices taking photographs. He has to snipe himself in the photo.
He's there, he's here, he's everywhere. Who are you gonna call? Photobombing Hitch.
You can't call the police because the bitch is the police.
I'm calling the cops. Bitch, I'm the cop.
So, of course, they actually end up finally finding one another. Hooray and happy days by all. And somehow that leads to Sparky launching into the air with a fruit. And then immediately getting tossed up in the air by Hitch. We're pretty sure he was aiming for the ocean. No, actually, he was just catching Sparky, who immediately launches the fruit and turns it into non-nutritious, grease-filled French fries, and probably not even good ones like even McDonald's subpar fries. They're probably like In-N-Out burger fries.
Hitch, they may be your favorite, but think of the quality, not quantity he's producing.
Actually, I'm more scared about the fact that Hitch is more than willing to eat air fries.
Aren't we all?
Well, I mean, I like fries that are airy. I don't think I meant for them to be airborne.
I was hearing something in the background from the attack.
Oh, hold on.
There we go.
Yeah, I was looking for airy, not airborne.
Air fried fries are pretty good.
Ooh. Oh, I love air fried stuff.
But of course, what does all of this do? Of course, it makes Misty a little misty-eyed. Why? Because she realizes, oh, I want to have a kid that I can dote on and make my entire world. I mean, I have no personality myself, so having a kid will easily make it so nobody notices.
Commentary!
They'll have enough personality for me. I'm joking, of course. Misty does have a
Sweetheart, come here. Having a kid is the end of your life as you know it.
No, you stop being the protagonist and enter the mentor role.
Of course, Misty realizes, wait, if I'm going to be able to have a kid, that means I need a waifu, don't I? Do I even... I mean, I did try that waifu that thing once. Of course, she flashes back to, hey, Zip, yeah, you're awesome. Hey, do you want a waifu sometimes? Unfortunately, Zip is like, sorry, I don't take scrubs.
I got Hitch for that. Hi-oh!
No, Hitch has a job. And a paid-off mortgage. He is far below scrub. So, of course, the horrible realization that Misty has no work ethic or a job or money or anything causes her to crash a boat, which we're pretty sure she stole off of the beach. So, of course, that leads Misty to starting the process of finding a job. First, she goes over to Pip.
Just Welcome to the workforce, sweetheart. Can I take your order?
No, this is very simple. The customer is king. If they tell you to spray perfume in your eyes, you say, how much, sir? And you empty that bottle like it is not, like your eyesight doesn't matter. Because it doesn't. What matters is my bottom line. I am owned by the stock market. I do not care about people anymore. I cannot care about people.
When I sneeze, people follow me on Clip Trot. I am the sole motivation for my society's social media platform and trend setting.
So, of course, Izzy's first job is to try to move some boxes. And unfortunately, she immediately dumps him onto the best employee. Who, in a fit of rage, immediately spouts out, oh my god, fire her right away. I don't get paid enough for this.
She's a volunteer.
No, you can fire her volunteer without a problem. There's plenty of interns in the sea. And they're all desperate for college credit. So, of course, unfortunately, Misty loses that job and she goes over to animal husbandry instead. Of course, animal husbandry and equestria is simple enough because they literally come up to you and just be like, please, sir, I want some more.
And it's like, okay, here I have a cupcake. And it's like, oh, thanks. Hey, this is blueberry. I asked for raspberry.
No,
too bad you get what I give you. Beggars can't be choosers.
It's worse than that. She gives them more, and then they run away happy until Sunny immediately shouts out to her, Misty, no, you fool! Spark is allergic to blueberry. He'll die in an instant.
And the world was a better place for it.
They would.
Yes, you. I enjoy the dragon.
Okay, so of course, during her downtime, Izzy comes up and just like, oh, you're trying so hard to get a job in order to get your waifu. You're just like those wonderful, talented furries that do all the server maintenance that nobody ever talks about.
Someone's projecting.
No, it's an internet meme. It literally is. Take a look. It's actually funny.
Pay no attention to the mongoose behind the server room.
However, Misty goes, however, you're not exactly social recluse enough to do the server thing, so I don't think you could be a furry server administrator, even though you are kind of furry already. But you know what you could do? Okay, sorry, it's not loading all of a sudden. Here's what you could do. You could stand here in the middle of the street and beg for money. This trolley comes by all the time, and if you just look as disgruntled and sad as possible, you can make as much money as I do. 5 whole bits a day. It's a good thing I'm on welfare, too.
Because no one buys my art.
Of course, Misty is surprised. It's just like, wait, how much are you getting out of welfare? All Izzy can do is just smile and nod. Enough. I get
Oh,
enough.
bitch, I get $700 a month.
Okay, we're going a little too dark here. Roll the line back. Or do we have to have another Bluey incident?
How is this too much? We're just making fun of... I'm moving on anyway. So, of course, Misty cannot be just waiting. He's just like, please, tell me your secrets, craft wizard. Tell me how. And Izzy, she quietly looks up at her and says simply, no. And then Misty gets fired from her begging job.
I'll show you how I've done it.
Of course, now that Misty's been fired, Izzy throws her on a motorcycle. He's like, all right, now that you're fired, we're friends again. Instead of coworkers, here, I'll show you something else you can try to do. Because I'm kooky like that. And I probably need to be on medication. Here we go. Somebody is going to get this.
That's not medication, that's drugs.
Okay,
Exactly.
then, of course, Misty suddenly figures out that factory work doesn't require any sort of education. And many people do it. You can be a welder. It's so easy. All you
Even
need to
without
do
a welding mask on at all times.
No, you don't. Just go ahead and get right started on that. Please, for the love of all that's holy, do not do this.
Burn those eyes.
She's playing with fire.
Literally.
Fire, fire.
Oh wait,
burn,
Izzy's with her.
fire.
Izzy didn't show her how. She made her friend blind.
Of course, Izzy immediately comes in and is like, oh my god. Quick, hide before OSHA comes around. They'll find me. And I can't afford to find out my welfare check.
And Izzy's like, and Missy's like, but I can't see anything. And Izzy's like, damn, I didn't fasten enough ironing masks to her head. Damn
No, whereas they're magical ponies, they've recovered quickly. So Izzy decides, you know what, Misty, how about this? We'll make you into the secretary for the only Lone Ranger in this town.
Look, Hitch is forging documents to get Misty out of jail.
And it's a simple job too. All you really have to do is just keep an eye on the baby.
So he could get to forging documents.
Oh look, the baby filed itself. Oh wait, I think the baby just figured out that he's filed under L for loser. Okay.
No, he's filed I. He's filed under I for illiterate.
I'll give him a little bit of credit. At least it's fun. It is a little funny to see Sparky even just like, aw.
Where's the sparkle?
Alright. So finally, Misty decides to no holds barred. She's gonna become a racetrack star. Because at this point she's already tried everything else.
She's gotta be one of those cool radical dudes on the beach.
Oh no. Oh I got a better one. Okay, going back on track. Immediately, Misty goes up. It's like, "Hi, I'm Misty, and welcome to Jackass Pony."
No,
and slams her face into a carton of apples.
Welcome to Crapone.
Unfortunately, we're pretty sure that she probably knocked herself out at that point.
And it's not good those apples.
It's not good television when you actually end up almost killing yourself trying to do a stunt. It reminds people that life is short.
Wow, this is the most round thing she's seen all day.
And of course, they immediately try the next job. Hey, I know. How about a witch's brew? You're good at alchemy, right?
She forgot to do the equivalent exchange.
No, there is equivalent exchange, all right. Just too much glitter.
By the way, I found it funny that one of the vendors was selling a Full Metal Alchemist thing. I didn't think I had to have a Pip sticker to be like, "Hi, Pip Squeaks," and Ed freaking out.
Alright. And finally, Misty decides, you know what? I'm going to do the lowest job known to humankind, to ponykind. Fast food service.
That's an insult to Sunny.
She's a manager. Sunny's the manager. When you're the employee...
Sunny's the manager and the sales associate.
She's the owner of the damn business, if you really think about it.
She is the
she's
one
living
in charge of that place.
She's living on the high horse of this. When you're the low cashier, you're on the bottom of the rung. Of course, Izzy also screws this one up. Apparently, people don't like it when they get their smoothies fast food face first. Though, you gotta compliment her ability to literally coat everybody.
On this episode of Double Dare.
Of course, she runs away. It's like, I'm a failure. I'll never have a waifu and be able to have a dragon kid that will be my personality.
Oh, cheer up, honey. Everyone loves a hot mess.
And of course, Sunny realizes her only employee runs out. She's just like, oh, good. No, I have to do all of this by myself. It's not like I hired somebody to avoid this.
I hear Sprout's looking for work.
Of course, she realizes, oh, no, wait. This is actually more important, isn't it? We actually got a problem that we actually have to do something now, right?
There's a friendship problem, and I don't have the butt sparkle to tell me that it is.
I don't know.
Sonny,
somebody...
I don't have the skill set you do. Go console her. I'll just make everything worse by making everything go spurly whirly.
Of course, Izzy runs off into the woods, also known as, you know what, I'm just going to say the woods. I'm not going to make the joke.
Knock off Evertree Forest.
Yeah. Just like, great. So I got fired from every job. I can't get a waifu. I'm a big as loser as the people that make hate posts on Twitter. Or X, or whatever they call it now. Who knows?
Always be a dog walker.
Unfortunately, that also got unfortunately that got a lot of the hate posters to start posting against her. Never point fingers at the haters. They will point fingers back because they're haters.
Oh, it's all the people from Twitter who moved out of Twitter.
Nope, they're still on Twitter because there's nowhere else they can go.
No, they migrated to Blue Sky.
No, they didn't. Nobody can get into Blue Sky. I've been trying to get into Blue Sky. Anyway. Girl Sunny shows up. It's like, hey, Missy, I hear you have a friendship problem, and apparently we actually have to do things about that, don't we? And then we actually get to the meat of the problem. Sunny, I suck. I can't do anything right. My butt doesn't sparkle. I feel like a complete loser. Nothing I do works out right. I mean,
nobody will find my butt attractive if it doesn't light up.
Yeah, you gotta have a butt that doesn't quit. Mine hasn't even started. Oh, God damn it.
I set that up and you ran with it.
He runs with everything, don't you know?
Anyway, so she actually does go on just like, I just don't feel like I'm part of anything or part of the group. I don't feel like I belong. I'm kind of a weird outcast. I colored my hair and it looks weird. I joined in late. I mean, I joined in on season 4 for crying out loud, and only because I realized that my mentor was a jackass.
Not to mention my mentor's crappy color scheming rubbed off on me.
Ooh, that's harsh.
Yeah, dude, come on.
And well, I'm just having fun with it. Of course, Sunny tells her, you know what? I didn't know what the hell I was doing either. I mean, for crying out loud, I sprouted magical wings and horns. I literally made an ocean explode in glitter. That was a biological hazard, by the way. And
it will give you wings.
And I have randomly made smoothie stands explode because I suddenly decided to get a little too excited. It's like horrible horse puberty, except everything gets covered in glitter. Don't ask what else it would have been covered with. We'll just say glitter. It's just a silence. Anyway, they have a bonding moment, just like, oh, we're both horrible people. We're not horrible people. I'm sorry. Let's rephrase that. Oh, we both suck at things until we actually get better. It's like we're actually real characters that actually need to develop our skills instead of immediately being good at something. That can't be right. We're supposed to be good at everything we do so that everybody feels incompetent by comparison. Unfortunately, Sunny's just like, welcome to the new century. We actually have to grow along with people for once instead of just being perfect the way we are. And of course, they immediately start to glow. See glowing butterflies coming out of their ass.
Of course, Sonny, I'm gay.
Of course, if you actually started seeing glowing butterflies coming out of your ass, you would start to see, it's just like, Sonny, was this the special weed that you put into the smoothies?
Smoke
oh yeah, here it comes. What the hell is wrong with me?
I don't know.
Gee, where do we begin?
Anyway, just like, hooray! Misty's got a special sparkle now. Do you know what that means? That means we gotta give her a glittering mortarboard, I don't know, graduation hat. We're gonna give her a glitter-coated graduation hat.
It's time for her quinceanera.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now that
there you go, Sonny, you're a real woman. Misty, you're a real mare now.
And of course, Izzy goes, now that we have crowned a new pony champion, I must go. My planet needs me. And she went away in a whirl of wind and sparkles. And then immediately exploded. Okay. Alright, and of course here's a fun little fan art of the thing. And I'm not gonna lie, the episode was kind of weird to me, but I did like the end of it, where it's just like, you know, she's kind of having a hard time fitting in, and kind of getting her place and feeling like she's really part of the group. I've been there so many times it's not even funny. Sometimes I still feel that way. But it's just, you know, it's just one of those things where sometimes talking it out with somebody who may have had a similar problems and similar issues fitting in. I mean, Sunny was literally the outcast of the entire Earth Pony Nation and almost run out of town. From. Yeah, she was almost run out of freaking town before she...
Twice.
Yeah, well, twice, yeah, before she literally put a bunch of stones together and stopped Ponytron from taking over the light. Well, from destroying everything else but the lighthouse.
A very poor Shaw Aznable clone, just to be used with the Gundam reference.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I did like the ending part, but the road to getting there was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But the ending was good. I absolutely do adore the ending, and it does look like it hit some people in the feels, as you can obviously tell from the fan art here.
Yeah, I watched it earlier while you were in content creation.
Yep. Anybody want to throw their thoughts on the episode now that I've completely butchered it in horrible ways?
It's sweet, but
confused.
I don't know if I'm confused.
She has a sparkle, hooray! But what is her sparkle exactly? Being accepted?
I think that's kind of it. Just like feeling like you're actually part of the crowd and actually connected with people.
So it's fitting in then.
Essentially, yeah. You gotta fit right. At least that seems to be the interpretation I was getting. Anybody else want to throw in on that? Alright, I guess we'll go with that. All in all, it was an okay episode. It has a weird start, but it does end rather nicely. So, yeah, I think at the ending it does pull it together. So I'll give it a pass. I'll give it a good thumbs up pass at the end. I just wish it had a better start. It was basically one of those. How can I put it? It's like you're taking a bike down a steep hill. You have the first part of the hill has a bunch of bumps and potholes, so you're steering, trying not to crash. But once you clear it, you just go soaring, and there's a clear path, and it's just the most exhilarating thing ever. It sucks, but the end part is really nice. Yeah, I'll go with that. All right, and that is Sparkle School. And also, thank God it wasn't the other thing that we thought it could be, considering the name Sparkle School. Seriously, I was half paranoid that somehow Twilight Sparkle's school was going to start showing up in this thing, but nope, that's not what happened.
Not this time. Yet.
So, let's see how much of Everfree Northwest 2023 we can cover over the time we just took here. So, granted, we are missing Deathlight and Coal Dust, so it's just me and Toa here in regards to Everfree.
And I didn't really do too much there outside of hang out with Sibling and do the cosplay contest.
Well, I'll
I didn't even buy that. I didn't even buy that much merch. I just bought the Brony shit they had in the vendor hall.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start off. Now, the convention was definitely a little weird. There was a lot of fursuits going on. But I do have to respect them. They did open up gender-neutral restrooms all over the place.
I never did see one, but then again, I didn't really look.
You're not looking at the video right now, are you?
No, I'm currently playing Gundam.
Yeah, you're missing the joke.
They had a ton of those at BronyCon. They had a few of those at BronyCon too.
Yeah. And apparently, I have now discovered that Domino's is the go-to for every convention.
Because it's so damn close?
I don't know.
Well, actually, the Domino's in my town is pretty damn good.
All right, I'll just go ahead and come clean. These first few images are actually from Denver 2023. Which, if you really want to look at all the images, there's a lot of really great images and videos from Rainstorm, who went to Denver, actually.
Along with Winchester and someone else.
Right. Well, yeah, they posted a lot of pictures in the con chat. Rainstorm, if you're out there, sorry for using the pictures. It was an opportunity I couldn't miss. They do look great, though. Looks like you had an awesome time. Let's go ahead and get started with my convention experience. So, Everfree Northwest, this was kind of a weird one for me starting off because getting ready did take a little bit of work. Literally, right when I got off of work, I had to go do laundry, get some extra shopping and sorting done, and or to get everything packed up. Did the gender-neutral restrooms... I do not know. You're gonna have... I don't know. They didn't have gender-neutral restrooms that I'm aware of over at Everfree. But I don't think it wasn't for a lack of trying. I think they just had to abide by the hotel rules on that one.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna knock too much on that one. But I don't think anybody questioned anything if you used one restroom or the other. So, anyway, so the big thing that I, of course, did for Everfree, like I did for BabsCon, was Twiggles. Or Twiggy. I did the continuing adventures of Twiggy. As she roamed BabsCon. No, sorry. That was last year. Everfree. So, of course, the fun thing getting to Everfree was actually quite amazing in a funny way. I had plenty of time in the morning to have a good breakfast burrito, get everything together, get to the airport. The airport parking actually went really smoothly. We were able to find a parking spot really close to the entrance from the economy parking. We actually looked onto a shuttle. We thought we missed the shuttle and we're gonna have to wait. Another one literally came by a few minutes later, so the other one might have actually been late, and we got to the normal one. I don't know which.
For my part, since this is the first time my sibling flew out, I had to deal with, anxieties on her part. So that was fun.
Yeah, I can appreciate that when you're having to handle somebody who's never done it before or isn't very experienced at it yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to give her the N plusie that I got because one of the people at the convention was Michael Kovacs, which someone thought Cole looked like. Someone thought Michael Kovacs and Cole were the same person.
That's weird, actually.
Yes, and I had to be like, no, he's not Michael. Oh, and just defuse that situation. But that's for later.
He's not Michael. He's Dan Alvedon. Okay.
So back to travel, and I'll interject if anything came up.
Right. So yeah, the travel. This I actually got. We got the pre-1990 airport treatment. Security.
So,
we check baggage, smooth as butter. Security line, quick and easy. Security checkpoint. We didn't have to take off our shoes or our belt. Well, no, I think I took off the belt. But no, we just had to take off the belt and our backpacks. Walk through a metal detector. A dog just walked by us and sniffed us. Though I was kind of half paranoid they would smell something interesting on me. But, dogs, what can you do? Yeah. But, no, yeah,
They're trained drug dogs. They won't sniff anything unless it's hot off the table.
Yeah, no, we shot through security in 15 minutes. It was the most amazing thing I've ever had happen. You never get security.
It's been over 10, 15 years since I've been in an airport.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten better.
The airport since BronyCon, and I can say that the Tulsa airport is pretty quick and easy to get through.
Same for Wichita.
Honestly, the Salt Lake one was surprisingly good too, but we'll get to that later during the return home report. But yeah, we get to our gate without too many complications. We end up resting. I start playing Pikmin on Switch because I downloaded Pikmin 1 and 2 just to start going through the entire series now that 4 is out. We get on the airplane and we go on our way. Quick, simple, and easy. There really was not a lot in the way of complications or problems. We get to the Seattle airport, pick up our luggage. In fact, the funny thing is that we took a while to finally get off of the plane because we were in the back, and by the time we actually got to the baggage claim, this is the really weird thing. They had all of the suitcases lined up. They weren't on a little baggage carousel. They were lined up in a row on the ground, and you just walked over, grabbed yours, and started going.
Similar thing happened with me. My sisters and I was the first ones off the plane. Not ourselves, but our luggages were. So that was fun.
But yeah,
I also had to deal with her anxiety of, is this the right stop? Is this the right stop?
Anyway, no, but this gets more interesting. Now we get to the bus stop. I managed to actually buy the right passes. That's also going to come into play later. Let's just say the trip back home was not as rosy. Anyway, now we get on the bus. We're on our way. Everything is nice and dandy. It's perfectly fine. About near the last little part of our trip, we're about 1 to 2 about maybe 3 or 4 stops away. I honestly wish Haru was here to talk about this, because I don't feel 100% comfortable about what the situation, mostly because I was kind of the fly on the wall, but I was also with Haru, and this was her first time at Everfree, and this guy that was sitting across from us.
Were they giving her weird looks?
No, worse. So much worse. I learned a few new terms I never thought existed, and wow, they were some interesting things to find out about our cultural history that I never want to repeat. Let's just say that there's no heritage I would support for this. It's really that bad. But then this guy goes talking about how he's basically Jesus Christ come back, and he's going.
Oh no!
He bona fide 100% nutcase. And we're talking.
Oh no!
And we're talking a Boondocks kind level of nutcase.
Oh, you mean that crazy black guy with the who can only see one eye? Crazy.
No, actually, it's worse than that. But think of it to an extreme, and thinking that everybody sucks except for him and a few others. But yeah, no, he was going off on all of this stuff. I mean, I tried to follow it, but I was also just kind of keeping myself to my phone, not looking anywhere, not even getting close to looking at him. It was the actual kind of stuff. I'm sorry, Commander, but this was really messed up. I never saw anything like this in my life. And I was actually really surprised Haru just kind of ignored it. It was really amazing. I never experienced anything like that, but I also am really surprised at how well she just kind of took it. Apparently, the weirdest thing is it was just because Haru was wearing a yellow shirt. That might have set him off. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, we're just gonna the problem. So yeah, we got off the bus. We admittedly we kind of took a little bit of a side way before we got to the hotel, but we got to the con hotel. And the fun thing is that they already had pre-registration set up by the time we got there.
Yep.
So we got some drinks of water. Unfortunately, we couldn't put away our luggage yet because they did not have the rooms ready yet. So we got our luggage checked. We did get our con swag merch, which was nice. And I tried to get my donation item in. That didn't quite work out. That one, apparently they had some complications with that. So it ended up, it ended up being a case where we walked around for a little bit. The burger. We actually went to the mall to get food. In this case, Haru got a burger. I wasn't really all that hungry because the breakfast burrito really filled me up. And we checked around a little bit. We debated actually getting some macarons from the store that was nearby. I kind of wanted to try the macaron and wine combination, see kind of what the pairing was like and if it really kind of accentuated. But yeah, eventually, right when we were leaving and we figured, we don't know if we're going to get our room or not, we suddenly got a text saying, the room's ready. So it's like, hooray. So got into a room and I was able to finally check and confirm all of my mead came through without a problem. And then after we got all of that set and settled, we decided we were going to have a little bit that was the morning.
Yeah, that's the morning that my sister realized, if you say something, we're going to need to go do that, not just be lazy bums.
Right. But yeah, no, the Thursday evening, I don't think we did too much outside of just kind of relaxed. I think we had a little bit of fun, but nothing too crazy. And just let ourselves get rested for the next day altogether.
Thursday evening for us was just get some food from the grocery store and, have that set up so we're not spending all the money.
Right. I swear we had something for dinner, but I can't remember what it was now. It's starting to bug me a bit.
Although I did, while walking through the lobby for some reason, either by myself or because of another issue, run across a person who was having a meltdown because the room wasn't ready or the card wasn't going through, and I just was like, wow, no wonder hotel staff don't think very highly of their guests.
I wouldn't blame them too much just because it was really hot. I'm sure some people were tired after a long trip and just not being able to chill out in their hotel room, and especially since some people, I remember we were talking with some people and their room wasn't ready till like 6 or something. It was really late for them.
Yeah,
it's crazy late. There was one problem that another problem. I was going to go with cider with the Berry Tube team, the Berry Tube groupers, to go to a brewery crawl. They were doing a brewery crawl over in Seattle.
About that. Yeah.
But the problem is because of all the construction and everything going on, the original time when I was looking at lift rides, they were like $15, $20. They were pretty inexpensive. It looked like an easy, good time. And looking at them then, it was like $40, $50, $60. It just was not getting better. It was terrible. And the bus system is interesting, to say the least. So
yeah,
I ended up really not going anywhere outside of the con area, which kind of sucked. So, anyway.
Apparently the Wendy's was open, though.
Right. I think that's where we got dinner. We got dinner at the Wendy's. Because, Deathlight actually did room with us. He showed up on, early. Well, he was actually, there around 3 or 4 Friday in the morning. But we did get him into the room earlier, as early as we could, about 7 or 8, to freshen up and start relaxing. Sure, he would have talked about his experiences there, but unfortunately, he's not feeling too good today.
Also, I realized something about Deathlight that I would... Oh, that's neat.
He's a cool person?
Yes, she is a very cool person.
Oh. I guess
yeah.
I owe Deathlight an apology, then. honestly didn't know.
Well, looking at them, you kind of could tell. And that's mainly because of a vendor that they were also with.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Deathlight's in with a lot of the vendors. Apparently, that's where the majority of Deathlight's merch came from, because they're connections with vendors. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here, maybe. Anyway, the morning.
Or just the right amount.
Morning of we got a boxing of donuts, coffee. Tried some breakfast pies that they had over at the Top Pop Donuts place, and then the convention began proper. Now, while the initial convention was going on, first I found the most amazing laptop I've ever seen. I wish I knew I would ever have a laptop long enough to do something like this. But I would always be afraid that at one point I would have to discard that laptop, and all of these stickers, as amazing as they are, I would hate to lose them because of that. I mean, granted, I have had a laptop here that I've been using for 15 years, but it barely has any functionality anymore.
So. Is that Fluttershy and Hatsune Miku?
I think it might be. Yeah, let's.
I loved it. I love it.
Yeah, no, this laptop was amazing. I actually do have the horse screaming sticker. I love why is the horse screaming sticker? That is fun stuff. Actually, a lot of this is a combination of different stickers, vendor stickers, random goof stickers that you can find around the convention, old school stickers. There's just so much here. It's just a treat for the eyes. But yeah, while the opening ceremonies was going on, I began my arduous quest for this. Now, it is upside down, so it's just the way I took the picture when I was finally getting it cataloged. So,
this one.
This was the project. 1 year project. I had a San Diego Comic-Con 2016 Discord and Fluttershy figure extra that was sent to me by Hasbro. So I had 2 of them instead of 1. I've been sitting on this thing for years. TrotCon last year, I had the presence of mind to take it with me, get the Fluttershy signed by Andrea Libman, and then I found out that FanX here in Utah was going to have John Delancey. That's when the plan was fully set into place, and I was able to get his signature on the packaging. I kept trying to get this into the donation place because they were having a difficult time getting things set up. I went at the start of opening ceremonies because I figured everything would be so busy that'd be the best time. I went just before the end of opening ceremonies. Still no go. I also did find out who the special guests were that they didn't announce, which I don't blame them. It actually was kind of a surprise, but apparently they also were only there for a day or two.
Nicole was the only one there for a day or two. Tabitha was there all weekend.
Oh, cool. Yep, Tabitha St. Germain and Nicole Oliver.
Which they did the funniest bit of being Celestia and Luna on vacation.
Which is even better when you consider that they also had the Queen Opaline and also
Queen Haven.
They had so much royalty there from different generations. But yes, we'll get back to this. Eventually, I did get it dropped off, but it didn't happen immediately. However, what eventually did happen is we finally got to the con merch hall. Well, no, that was another problem. I decided was late for opening ceremonies. I'm just gonna wait in line at the merch store because I wanted to get into the bookstore as quickly as possible to look for some of the great pony books that they had announced that they were going to be at Twilight's Book Cafe. I honestly wish I could get pictures, but there was literally a sign outside of the thing saying no pictures, please. So, you got to respect that. So, right. Yeah, but they had Twilight, they had the Golden Oaks Library Bookstore, the same one from BronyCon back in 2019, the last BronyCon. They had a bookstore there. This was the sequel that we've all been waiting for, that they brought back at Everfree, full of books. And it delivered. These were just a small amount of all of the books that they had. Some of them I already had in my library. Others I was kind of interested in, but there were some ones I really wanted to get. Of course, the Essential Dubs Rewatcher, Contraptionology had my interest for a while. Tales of the Sun, just to complete the Tales of the Moon that I already had. Pony Legacy, because, I mean, ponies and Tron, how could I not? Love of Faust, collection of short stories, all for the love of MLP. And, of course, a little bit of Celestia, Twilight, story, not exactly shipping, maybe shipping, I don't know. Eternal, nice stuff. Really awesome book there. But yeah, no, they had so many books. They had 3 shelves. And I kept checking back on them here and there as I was going through. By the end of this, I actually saw that they had boxes of books in another booth right behind theirs. That was their storage area. By the Sunday con, by the beginning of Sunday on my last run through, they were down to just 3 or 4 boxes that were right next to the bookshelves and whatever was on the bookshelves at the moment. Along with that, couple of the shelves at the bottom of each of the bookshelves were empty. They sold a lot of books. This was everything I wanted it to be in so many ways. Especially proof of concept that pony books would do really well. And we really need to get more we need to be able to, have more people selling books. But yes, the big problem was I was in the wrong line.
Oh no.
I waited in the vendor line. I thought I was waiting in the vendor hall line, but you couldn't tell where it was, and nobody was really giving directions. So I asked somebody, and they said that they were in the vendor hall line. So I took a guess and sat there. I waited until it was near about to open, and the funny thing is, somebody goes up and said, one of the con personnel goes up and says, "Whoever told you this was the vendor line lied. They're wrong. It wasn't even. I'm sorry, this isn't it." They're just like, "Nope, this isn't it. You're out. You got to go to the other line that was apparently being built." So yeah, that sucked. Essentially being told instead I was going to be near the front of the line. I was going way back to a line that was already clear at the end of the hall. Instant line con, and I was trying so hard to avoid it. So I thought it was out. I mentioned on Berry Tube. Okay, I looks like I'm in the. I decided instead to go to the con merch line instead of the vendor hall line because there were some con merch I was interested in. Luckily, so I gotta admit, Berry Tubers have your back. Lovely people. I love them. I'm very happy to be a part of their crew because of it. They're just like, "Hey, we're over behind the second pillar." I was like, "Okay, look for the Twiggy," and I start heading over there. They were able to flag me down, get over there, and immediately as I get my spot in there, the line starts going into the vendor hall. I managed to get right into the vendor hall just without too much of a delay and get right into the books. By the way, just as a quick pass, if you're going to a vendor hall, and the vendor hall is going to have very narrow places with not a lot of room, please, for the love that is all that is good and decent, do not take your giant filled backpack that is as big as you. It's not courteous. It's terrible. I swear that thing almost smacked me out more than a few times. Just please leave the extra baggage back in the room if you can, or let somebody hold on to it. Just please don't go into a crowded vendor hall with very little room for lines with the giant backpack, please. Anyway, I got my books. That was nice. And then I started to peruse around the vendor hall. And might as well go ahead and start off the merchandise showcase here. So yeah, I'm actually kind of miffed. There was one thing I missed about the whole vendor hall thing this year. Sky Railroad, who does a lot of drink mix cards. I thought I had all of the ones that he created, and he didn't create any new ones. I was wrong. There were new ones for 2023, and I missed them. So I got a new recipe card booklet that fits all of the recipe cards with room to spare. The problem is that there's a reason there was room to spare. And I'm not hoping I can get the card. I hoping I can still pick up the cards at maybe Cider Fest, but I'm still miffed. I got spices though. I got those wonderful spices. I mean, look at that. It contains nuts. How could you not like a spice that contains nuts, right? So yeah, I'll go through the merch here, but yeah, the one big thing I'm so glad that some of the vendors started to do, they actually started to sell sticker books, little booklets with with basically wax paper that you can put stickers on and peel them off at your leisure. So you basically can store stickers. That's something I've been needing for the longest time because I have a giant pile of stickers that I can't do anything with yet because I don't want to put them on anything because I don't have anything I want to put them on that I know I'm going to keep for the rest of my existence. I love and hate stickers for that because I want to use them and I want to keep them, but I don't want to lose them. And sticker con, I swear. Speaking of which, there was a lot of fun stickers all over the place. But yeah, vendor hall, I picked up some shirts, I picked up some stickers. Actually, I picked up a comic book that I already had because it had a pin of Velvet Rainbow, the pony that has been showing up in the comics that has the splotchy, the skin condition.
Oh, the new OC. For the comics?
We'll call it the comic character, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. But no, seriously, there were some amazing stickers here.
Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Yeah, that comic character, okay.
Yeah. No, seriously, I think the one thing I love, I really went on to nuts on stickers this year just because they had some good ones. Like Luna with a melatonin bat.
Luna, go to the fuck to sleep.
No, Luna's the one putting you to sleep. And
of course, fuck to sleep. I'll knock you to sleep.
And of course, a really stupid meme sticker. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn mare. Absolutely love this. It is. Yep. I also ran into Coldust, who was handing out his little cards, and he actually did one better. He had a little ticket tapper thing to click a piece out of the ticket, like
those punch hole tickers.
Yeah, he had one of those, and it was punching holes in the business card just before giving them to people. We made jokes about him trying to find like a horseshoe one or something like that for next year. Or a coffee cup one. Just something funny like that. Ah, dang it. Looks like the Velvet Rainbow pin unfortunately got lost in the shuffle in here somewhere. It's in here. I know it is. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun.
Lost in the truffle shuffle?
Definitely lost in some sort of shuffle truffle. But yeah, no, got a lot of fun merch. The big spender item though, that was the bag here. This Everfree Northwest bag. I saw this when I was picking up my pre-order badge. Apparently this was for the high vendor, the people that spent a lot of money to get their badge.
Sounds like people are high.
Well, I mean, they were selling their extras for $100. Quite a bit of chunk.
I was making a joke.
Well, they might have been, but that was a chunk of change for this bag, and oh my god, the quality is so worth it. This sucker's amazing. I would easily have spent $100 again on this without blinking. This is a good quality. It's got Everfree on it too. I mean, how could I say no to that? And it's green, my favorite color. All right. Anyway, vendor hall. I completely went nuts. Bought a lot of stuff. Tolokoi. Did you? Tolokoi's gone.
Yeah, he left away. He disconnected a while back.
Wow.
He's dealing with Pony's online stuff.
Okay. All right. So it looks like this is going to become a lot more faster paced than I expected. So, yep. A lot of crazy fun things over the con. I have no idea what this is, but there was a light and a dark one running all over the place.
Winnebago, maybe?
I don't think so. It looks like it's themed around something, especially with the dark one.
The light one had snowflakes, so Wendigo and one of the Four Horsemen?
Maybe? I wish I asked more questions, but I was just more stunned that it existed to begin with.
They are amazing.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. Some of the things I did do. I was able to do the door swag, and like I said to all of you there, to the show last time before the con, I took all of the fun memes that we came up with, picked some choice ones, and we put them all over the door. Of course, I couldn't put all of them, but I did put quite a few.
Oh, the one, the hitch and zip there, it really should have had a cutout in the center to point directly at the hole.
I know! It drives me crazy, but I didn't have any scissors. I didn't want to just rip into it and hope I got it right, and I was in such a fast pace to try to get this done. I literally printed them out. It was like 8 at night, and I'm trying to clip these things with scissors as best I can. I just did not have the time. So I just got it as close to the
Sorry,
people
you
as
were
I
clipping
could.
with scissors, yet you said you didn't have scissors?
I didn't have scissors at the con. I had scissors at home when I was getting this clipped out. Because I'm not crazy enough to take scissors with me onto a plane. That's an instant
Someone
bad
in
time.
Vendor Hall probably had something.
They probably did, and I'm going to definitely plan ahead for the next for a cider fest. But yeah, no, this was such a prime opportunity, and I squandered it. I squanched it. I just squanched it bad. But it did actually. The fun thing is that this apparently did get some appreciation because some other people posted some other random door swag. I didn't get a picture of it. I wish I did, but they put some more door pictures and even a few stickers on my door.
They put more on your door?
They put more on my door. More door. It was more door.
They walked into Mordor.
Yeah. Let's see, I think I can. Yeah, I think there's a couple of them here in this image, just to show off here real fast. But yeah, the Daybreaker and Luna, and the mom didn't suffer 11 months of pregnancy just to be an Imagine Dragons fan. And
amazing.
Yeah, you can't see the sticker, but one of them was Barry Punch's sticker, so I'm pretty sure it was one of the Barry tubers that found out where my room was and decided to award it with more, which is absolutely lovely. I'm so happy about that. Anyway, let's go on to one of the other fun things we did. Of course, I was doing the Adventures of Twiggy, which meant I had to take her to the plushie meetup. Now, the problem with this is this doesn't give you an accurate representation of what this meetup was like. Okay, you want to try that again? Oh, you are... That's what you're doing, really. Okay.
Oh, it's not actually showing it. It's trying to download the image on you.
Yep.
Oh, because it's not
It's
an
a-
image, it's a video file.
It's an actual video file, but yeah, I guess I can understand that. So yeah, quick little play here, but no, the plushie meetup was, this puts Babs Cons to shame in so many ways. I am completely flabbergasted. And the worst part about it is,
looking at one table and I keep seeing things in the background
don't
not
worry,
on the table yet.
don't worry, I move around. This video is over 2.5 minutes long. And the worst part is, as I'm recording this, more plushies are moving around, so I can't get an accurate depiction of everything that's been there. Not for lack of trying. And the worst part is, even if I did try to record the new ones that came in, people also started to take their plushies too, so it wasn't accurate. In fact, Twiggy was by herself by the time I finally got finished with taking pictures and looking around at everything. So yeah, she had her twin, and then she was all alone all again.
Yeah, that's why Winnie Cities started to have, in the first 15 minutes of the meetup, everyone put your ponies in this space. We're going to take pictures.
Yeah.
And then after you can pick them up, we'll just mingle and chat. So it's that all of the ponies were there for the picture.
Yeah, the problem is that there were way too many ponies. There was 4 tables full of them.
Yeah, this is a lot. You wouldn't even be able to put them all against a wall and have enough of them visible.
Yeah.
There's a pile of add-ons.
There is absolutely a pile of add-ons.
So many add-ons, so little time to identify them all.
And I think even one person had a duffel full of the Twilight Sparkle plushies that were being sold by Lunar Shine at a discount. And I think that they were going to give them away at some point during some sort of event, from what I overheard. You might see that bag here near the end. But yeah, no, this was absolutely amazing. I went in there just expecting like a room of like maybe a table of plushies, or oh yeah, see, there's the bag of Twilights, yeah,
duffel bag.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe like a long table of plushies, and you end up getting an entire. It's not even a room; it was a meeting hall. It's like a big old meeting hall full of plushies.
Meanwhile, in the Legion of Plush,
this thing was so freaking insane. And I made the joke that Twiggy was trying to raise a plushie army, but everybody wanted to run it their own way, so it wasn't happening.
Democracy.
And the best part is there's even plushies that weren't pictured here that I found later, a little bit later, like the wall hanging group.
Oh, is one of those Winchester colored?
Not that I saw.
Oh, yeah, I must have been thinking that because of the blue one.
But yeah, all of those have magnets in their hooves, so they hang on to metal things.
Actual magnet hooves.
Actual magnet hooves. And I think I got some pictures of this one because they either added more or things got changed around a bit. I can't remember which. But yeah. Anyway, moving back into con experience. Also tried something completely different for a first time. We had Thai food. I had a garlic chicken fried rice Thai food. I also had it pretty high on the spicy level, and boy, did it deliver. It was really good, though. I really enjoyed it. Also, I found out the Berry Tube Room had 2 boxes and a donuts dropped at the front door, so just quickly ran over there with Twiggy just to make the joke of her taking over the donuts. And of course, found a few fun cosplayers to have fun with. including the entire
is
Hell of
that
a
Millie
Boss.
from Hell of a... Oh, that's a Hell of a Boss
That's
crew.
all Hell of a Boss.
Oh, the Blitzo cosplayer.
Yeah. The initial joke was just like, just everybody surrounding Twiggy and being like in fear or on fear of her because she was trying to hire him, and they ran with it. And I absolutely love it. I love them for it. Majority of them are berry tubers too, so that just made it all the more hilarious. Now for the party rooms. I didn't get pictures of all of them, but I got pictures of some choice ones. They had a Canada party room.
Oh, Canada.
You're joking. I actually got there in time for them to do that. They actually did a hourly singing of the Canadian national anthem. And I was there for it.
My people.
And they also had shots. A lot of the shots had like Canadian additions to them, like maple syrup. They had a ton of Canadian candy in there. I got the Smarties.
Any syrup maple leaf candy there?
I think they might have, yeah, but I didn't get a hold of any of it.
That stuff is good.
But yeah, no, the Canadian party room was crazy. And they also had the military Brony party room, which they actually had a big paper out there of drawing for fun. I decided for absolute giggles they were drawing like Ascended Twilight. I didn't get a picture of it, but they had like multiple horns, multiple wings, and I decided to do the one thing nobody's ever done. Now that I think about it, it's not very done that often. I gave her a second tail. Nobody gives them multiple tails, right? Am I crazy about that?
I don't know. It does look like that.
And of course, during one of the party rooms, glow sticks were being handed out, so I got Twiggy a few of them to dress her up.
I actually did go through a few party rooms. I did sing the Canadian national anthem while not being Canadian.
Oh, so did I. Yeah, no, I was in there during one of those times too. And for the Berry 2 party room, I managed to finally get the third job that I haven't been able to do. First time. Let me have my moment.
You were so good.
First time was door guard. Second time was room security. And this time I was finally bartender. Where I screwed up immediately.
Oh, what did you do?
Okay, one of the drinks was Drinks Up My Sleeve, which is a Trixie themed one. It's a combination of coconut rum, blue curacao, I think there was one other that I'm blanking on, and half and half. The thing is, you're supposed to pour the half and half as you're pouring the drink into the cup. The instructions didn't say that. I poured the half and half directly into the container, where everybody was freaking out because basically I just poured unrefrigerated dairy product into an open container that's going to be there for a few hours.
Oh God!
Boy.
Now, yeah, I was not. I was really freaking out.
No one wants a pink sauce lady incident.
But
Nope.
here's the thing, though. I did look into it. Apparently, half and half doesn't need to be refrigerated because it's consisted of a half cream. Apparently, somehow that dairy density actually protects it a little bit more than normal milk against being set at room temperature for a long period. And the other fear was that it would coagulate if it warmed up and plug things, which apparently didn't happen. So nothing really serious happened, though they did rinse the hell out of it the next day, which I can't blame them. But other than that, the bartending went rather well. You know, I slung drinks like a madman. I found a great Bing Bong if anybody ever ordered one. It was like a combination of
Bing Bong.
It was a pumpkin spice liqueur, and I think it might have actually been half and half as well. It made for a nice little pumpkin pie drink. And then I tried to see if I could actually sneak Merlot into it. Marlot? No, Marlot, yeah. You can't, though. It sucks. Really sucks. Anyway, yeah, I really had a lot of fun at the party rooms and let's get back into the Sunday. I did check out a few panels. I did learn a few things. The anthology panel was great as always, especially since they teased.
Aren't they always?
They always are. But I'm so excited for Cider Fest since they're going to be airing a new anthology that day for Cider Fest. So we got a new anthology coming up. Get excited.
Nice.
But yeah, the other big thing, and I'm also learning about fanfic publishing because I had a few fun ideas, but I wanted to get some ideas. It didn't quite work out the way I was hoping, but I'm going to leave that aside. Some other fun panels. The one thing here, this item. This is the one. This was went onto the auction block. We actually did manage to get everybody together at least for one meal. We're gonna have to plan a little bit better for next year. Probably actually plan an actual dinner together or lunch together way ahead of time so that we're not scrambling. But we did get everybody over to a ramen place that was over in the nearby mall.
It was quite good.
It took a while. It kind of felt weird for me standing outside of the store for like 15-20 minutes until tables opened up for 8 of us, because we actually snagged a couple of my Berrytuber friends with me, because they were, one of them was rooming with me and he made friends with another one. So, it was nice. It was nice getting a bunch of people together. The ramen was good though. But yeah, the auction
was excellent ramen.
The auction block happened while we were at dinner, so I was actually live streaming that at the table and then watching it the entire time until we got to the main hall to continue watching it. The entire time, this never came up until near the end, so I didn't have to worry. But
also, there was a bit of a running gag of someone wanting Dusty's water until he finally said, "I'll pay you this much," and Dusty said, "Sold," and you have to take it now.
Yeah, so they actually did auction off Dusty's water, but because they were so determined to buy it, it was amazing.
Yeah.
However, let's go into this. Now, I mentioned that this was a year-long project. An exclusive San Diego Comic-Con 2016 figure signed by Andrea Libman and John Delancey. I initially was just putting it on the auction for $50 because I didn't know if it was going to go all that well, and I didn't want to overprice it so people wouldn't be willing to bid. Keep it low so try to get a few more hands on it. I was suggested to at least bump it up to $100 just because the figure itself was $50. The signatures probably cost about close to that, which was pretty true. So I put it at $100. Sitting there waiting at the auction for it to go to get auctioned off. It finally happened, I swear, near the end of the auction, or it felt that way anyway. But yeah, it suddenly went up, and it sold for $900.
By the way,
Awesome.
just for context, on eBay, it's $225.
Ooh, wow.
Unsigned. So
I figured unsigned. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the more expensive one. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, there is some, but
Yeah, this one still had the plastic wrap on it too, which I don't know if the eBay one would or not. But anyway, so yeah, it sold for $900, which it was also one of the more higher paid items that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm glad for. I'm kind of proud of myself. It was a crazy little project. I didn't know how well it would do, but I really wanted to throw something out there, and it ended up doing ridiculously well. So anyway, that was my con experience, except for the way home. I just saw the time. So, did you want to add anything in regards to your con experience?
I will say this: it is hard to walk around in armor, and I respect anyone that does cosplaying in armor, because I could not sit down easily in my Daniel Fortescue outfit. And people actually were like, I know that character, and were happy. So my day was made that day, which is why I couldn't really eat out with anyone or hang out Saturday mostly. But people loved it, and I'll try and do better next year.
All right. As with the trip home, that was a different experience. Just to do the bullet points here, because it was a lot of bullet points. I went to sleep late. we had to wake up at about 5 o'clock to leave the hotel about 5:30. Where apparently bus construction was supposed to end at about 6 in the morning so that the bus routes would reopen. The signs were still up though, so we were still confused on if we had to go to the temporary stop or the stop that it was supposed to be. We found out it was the stop it was supposed to be. I got yelled at because I apparently bought the wrong pass. But they still let us on the bus. I double, triple, quadruple checked myself while we were on the bus. I swear I bought the right pass, and I still do to this day. I think they were mistaken, since I was using an app that was slightly different than probably they're used to. I'm buying an Orca card from now on, because apparently nobody knows what they're doing, so I'm just going to get the money card that everybody uses, so I just have to scan my phone and let the funds pay for itself, and not have to buy the tickets. That's a whole nother problem. We get to the airport. It's actually busier than I've ever seen any airport in my life. The lines are atrocious. We spent 50 minutes trying to go through security. We get there. We actually got there with maybe about 2 hours before our takeoff time, which means we board an hour and a half before we get there. We were already waiting in that line for 50 minutes. We haven't had breakfast or coffee or anything. We literally got up and started bolting for the airport. We finally get through everything. We got everything checked out. I go to security. They run out of trays. They're just telling me to stand there. I stand there for like 10 minutes until trays finally shift through, and they didn't want to move me anywhere else because I don't know. So yeah, that whole experience was miserable. Finally get everything together. We get close to our gate. I figure, oh look, there's a breakfast place. Let's grab some coffee and a sandwich. I get my sandwich. They never give me my coffee. I end up going over to a self-service area where I'm pretty sure you pour and pay for it. I still had my receipt just in case they question it, and I just poured myself a cup of coffee and I'm out. I don't care anymore. I have literally lost all patience. Anyway, we get in there. I managed to barely snug down my sandwich and drink. I'm exhausted. The plane ride goes okay. We managed to get home okay. I get my luggage okay, but I'm still freaking exhausted. And I basically collapsed by the time I get home, but miserable. It was so strange how wonderfully easy it was to get there, and then so miserable coming back. What the hell, man? Anyway, but that was my complaining. The con experience altogether, beautiful, loved it.
Meanwhile, I somehow had a somewhat smarter, dumber idea, depending on how you look at it. And I did not fly out till midnight in Seattle time, so that means by the time I landed in Dallas, it was 5 a.m. No, wait. Yeah, we landed at 5 a.m. We took about an hour to go from... We had a layover there, then go home to Wichita. And I more or less slept on the plane both times. So, yeah. Also, I was on the show last week.
Well, I mean, I think all of us did for the most part. Because I was literally in the call for the show last week. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Well, I was still around the house, but I was so completely
I know
out
you were
of it.
drained, man. You, as someone who saw you both the nights in the party room, you were working it, man. You were doing awesome.
Anywho,
so you guys were actually on last week?
Well,
yes.
there was a filler with Commander something, which thank you, Commander, for
tried to get something going, but apparently Commander's computer did not like it.
Yeah, thank you for for an awesome attempt. It also reminds me of something I need to do right after the show. I'm not going to mention it. Instead, we're going to start playing this, which is muted. There we go. That's the closeout song, which means it's time to wrap it up. The show has been sung. We've enjoyed talking about our con experiences, and Suki is probably getting strangled to death by a poltergeist. So we're going to go ahead and get our final shout-outs in for the evening. Let's start off with Crazy Matt Captain.
Fires, explosions, and pasta and turkey all the way around. I don't know. I'm dead.
Then DM21.
Stay healthy. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself.
And Tokoi.
Thanks for showing up. One thing, Commander and CMC for being moderated. Sorry for popping in and out. I have a convention to deal with this weekend.
We wish you all the luck. Tech Stallion.
Night all.
And of course, Ghost Hunter Extraordinaire, Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
All right, this one's actually gonna be. The problem is I actually have things to say this week. Yeah, first of all, I was actually just checking something off the hotfix they did. They added a plaque into the main room with your legacy badge on it now.
Nice.
Nice.
So just wanted to see if that was working. Supposedly they fixed cameras too.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I can't obviously I can't test that because that's only a multiplayer thing. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, for this week, join me tomorrow for start of new Destiny season. I was saying yesterday that this Sunday was going to start WrestleQuest. AEW All In from London is basically right during my stream time on Sunday afternoon. So no, that's what I'm going to be doing on Sunday. So WrestleQuest will probably start some point next week. I don't know yet. I'm figuring that shit out, but whatever.
well, through a curveball.
No, it's a quest to try to wrestle. It's a quest to try to wrestle quest. That's all it is
Yeah.
now.
So first I was gonna play it 2 weeks ago. Then they delayed it, and now it's coming out tomorrow. And then of course I'm like, oh yeah, there's the first day I'll be able to play it. No, that's it. But yeah. So there's that. So yeah, join me on that. I don't know. Maybe that's what's Friday or Saturday will be this week. I'll figure that out. But anyway, but otherwise, I don't know. If you happen to watch AEW, I'll see you Wednesday. I don't know. You might see me Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, in that case, everybody, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for the another episode of the Brony Show. Please be sure to keep an eye out on the Discord for Wednesday with Winchester and his Wednesday crew doing Winchester and Wednesday shenanigans, which is always a fun and silly time. Also, a reminder that we have Sunday's Circuits Gaming Room with me, where we're playing Remnant from the Ashes. Since I have also completed a majority of the big name games that are trying to absorb a good chunk of my life, I'm hoping that I can start trying to get some more random game streams in. So keep an eye on the Discord. It's the best way to find out if, when, and how I'm going to be streaming. I say the how because I've had some difficulties as well. Along with that,
we really need to get back in the power wash, Sam, just to calm you down.
Nah. Anyway, along with that, remember to tune in an hour early for the pre-show with hopefully Coldust and pre-show crew doing pre-show shenanigans, which can consist of anything from art to Jackbox to maybe just making a random Christmas card. Or maybe Halloween card in this case, I don't know. And
for this week, because of Ponies Online, I will be doing a panel there, and I'm probably going to be streaming it on the Brony Show Twitch channel.
Yep.
Awesome. Please be sure to post an announcement on that. I hope I can catch it.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
I think it's like 3 p.m. Eastern.
I'll get the schedule up.
1 p.m. Okay, I could possibly still do it. Yeah. Unless it's on Friday, maybe. You know what? Oh, well.
No, it's on Saturday.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, it's 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh, even
on
better.
Saturday.
Even better. I should definitely be able to make that. All right. Oh, I got something to look forward to on Saturday, along with everything
Also,
else.
There's also the VR meetup if you want to do that.
Well, they get a time, man. I got so much on my plate already. Oh, worlds. All right. Anyway, but yeah, thank you for the heads up on that, CMC. Well, be sure to post announcements as Ponies Online starts, and also when the panels from our very own Brony Show attendees happen. Or I guess when Toa decides to randomly do it. I guess it depends on what happens with that. But in any case, also, if you're watching us live, we have the after party, which will be right after this. Only on Vaughn, only live. It is not recorded because we just watch random videos and goof on them. Otherwise, I believe that's about it.
Ooh, Vaughn got a new update.
Oh, quickly, shout out. Commander something. Thank you for keeping an eye on chat. And also, thank you for trying to keep people entertained while we were gone at the con. Thank you to Chaos and Kai, Clyde, the Conquest, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Relay, of Sonic 5, over 2, 1 segments, and yay, Archivers. And along with that, I just want to thank all of you for joining us for another week and another apparently 2+ hours, because I can never, ever, ever stop talking about ponies. I guess I am doing what I love here.
It's okay, Circuit. We all love what we love.
Yeah, but right. Okay. Any case, just to wrap everything up here, thank you so much. I hope I entertain you. I hope you enjoy it. It does mean a lot to me that you check us all out, whether you're watching us on archive on YouTube when we get them uploaded, or watching our live streams on YouTube or Twitch. However you catch us, however you watch us, I do appreciate it, and I do absolutely love you for it. And with that, unfortunately, we aren't going to have any closeout music due to time. In fact, we're not going to have any of our videos due to time. And with the amount of videos we have, we're probably going to have to devote next week to just being a full-on get our video done episode. In the case,
get her filmed,
which is kind of sad because I really also wanted to do the Pinky's Pizza Tower, but well, that'll come eventually, hopefully sooner than later. We'll get into that.
Stream it, they will come.
We'll get to that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you next week, if not sooner. Peace out.